Hey guys, what's up? So yeah, let me tell you, Xbox's E3 is pretty good. Okay, actually, it's pretty amazing they did well for this one, so... So yeah, let's talk about everything that Microsoft... Let's talk about everything that this Microsoft's E3 conference show. Starts off is Halo Infinite. When I first saw the trailer, I thought this was some different game. Until Master Chief's helmet shows up, then I realized, oh my god, it's a new Halo. Halo, a new Master Chief game. And yes, I'm hyped for it. It even is going to be using the new engine, which is this engine, which is a new engine. I looked it up, by the way. So yeah, I'm hyped for that. Next is Oracle and the Will of the Wisps, a sequel to and the Blind Forest, which since it also now which still keeps the beautiful visuals and tough gameplay and the soundtrack being amazing. This game is coming out next year. Next is Suka Oh Shadow Die Twice. Ice. Here's what the meeting went from Franza. We should make our new game. So what's our new game going to be? I know, let's rip off Team Ninja's Neo. You're getting a raise. Since they ripped off us, I think you're getting a raise, by the way. Yeah, you're getting promotion, a raise, and you're going to be the next director of the next game. Okay, jokes aside. I know this is different, meaning that this is more ninja focused than, well, samurai, but yeah, this is pretty much what everyone described. Pretty much that in a nutshell. And it still looks pretty good. And it's coming on Xbox, PC, and as well as PlayStation 4, to be honest, so yeah. Then we get to Fallout 76. Okay, teaser, to be honest, now. Also, Todd Howard also announced there going to be a fall-off that Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind is going to be backwards compatibility. And second, Fallout 4 is going to be on Game Pass. On Xbox's Game Pass. So, Fallout 76? Here's my thoughts on Fallout 76. When I saw the trailer, it was kind of epic. Showing this is mostly going to be a prequel series. This kind of explains why the world does look rotting over the verse, and that since this game is going to be a prequel. That's me. And going to be 4 times in the size as Fallout 4. Anyways, next is the awesome adventures of Captain Spirit. Yeah, when I saw the trailer, I didn't love it, to be honest. This because, for one, actually, let me tell you my actual thoughts. It was alright. It's just about surrounding kids' imagination, and probably this was going to be a lead up to Fallout. I'm sorry, wrong game. It's going to be lead up to Life is Strange H2, since this game also sits place in this universe, in the Life is Strange universe. So I hope it. And also, secondly, it's going to be completely free, and it's going to be released on the June 26th, which means out later, going to be after E3. So yeah. Next is Crackdown 3, which it's pretty epic as per usual, with Tyler Carey just being badass as per usual, announcing this game pretty much being the basically blew up the entire city type game. And and it's coming out February 19th. Next is Metroid Exodus. Nothing too special, it's pretty good at least. So let's continue. Kingdom Hearts 3 has been announced. Yay! And mostly featuring the world from Frozen. As well as Tangled. Also, Square Enix announced that it will be and the game will finally release June 29th of next year. Next one is Forza Horizon 4. Never a fan of the racing games, to be honest, but this looks pretty cool. And yes, this is going to be basic. No, yeah, this game is going to be multiplayer. Yeah, but if you, this game is going to be online, but there's going to be an offline launch filled with AI drivers. There's a 60 FPS mode. So if you don't want, if for those who just don't want to deal with annoying racers or whatnot, then this mode is going to be for you. For those who want to just try solo without anything else. Microsoft announced they're opening a new studio named The Initiative and acquired the studios of Undead Labs, Frozen Playground Games, Ninja Theory, and Polygon's games, respectively. Anyways, then we get to, well, the trailer for. Then also they announced we have Fuse third playable protagonist, and the E3 trailer is kind of more focusing on a new playable character named Ollie. I looked his name up, by the way. So yeah, we got our third playable protagonist, who I looked at, in my opinion, look more basically. Here's my thoughts on the third playable protagonist. Also, after watching his gameplay trailer, also, I'm gonna presume it's gonna be more heavy combat focused. So yeah, the We Have a Few E3 trailer is pretty good, and I hope this is a. And Microsoft is investing having more in-house studios working on Xbox future exclusives. Anyway, since I'm using Guitaroo, there was some news that since they didn't cover the entire thing, okay, actually they did cover the entire thing, but mostly in more majors only, so why not take a break? And so there was PUBG in there, but only they're announcing a new game mode as well as new environments, so yeah. So skipping that. Anyways, and Tales of Sarkonos, is that right? Is getting a definitive edition, which is basically take the PlayStation 3 enhanced port that never released outside Japan, put in next-gen consoles with better graphics, which is Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, including the PC port, and pretty much showing a lot of other characters that never got released outside Japan. Well, at least it's a better way. And to be honest, I'm never a fan of the Tales series. It's because never really a fan on that. I just never a fan of that type of game. Anywho, also Neo Automata is getting to become the God Edition, which includes basically the DLC as well as some skin packs and whatnot, skins and whatnot. And though the trailer is short, it's still pretty good. Oh, and yeah, to mention, and for those wondering about what are my thoughts on Rise announcement trailer, it's pretty good, to be honest. Anyways, back to Neo real quick. Yeah, since this is going to be a new version, since they're going to announce and this version of the game become a God's Edition, it's going to be it's going to be an Xbox exclusive one, mainly because I look at trailers for it. But yeah, since this game is going to be on Xbox One. Since this game was firstly a PlayStation 4, then gotten port to PC and then Xbox One, I'm going to presume this is going to be pretty. Anyways, next one is Shadows of Tomb Raider, and to be honest, nothing too special. It's pretty good to see what the story that was going to be. That Lara Croft just go, woo, blade! Okay, then this is the blade. Woo! An ancient artifact blade! And then see Apocalypse outside. I'm screwed right now. Yeah, she was an idiot picking up that stuff. And though she covered herself in mud and tried to be Rambo is going to be proud of that. And the game is going to be released September 14. Then we get to Xbox IDs. Because several games I might be interested in, but I'll mention a few. Let's see. Below, Children's of Matra, Wild, Wind Road. It's okay, yeah, okay, that was also shown on E3, which kind of looks like a Legend of Zelda, which basically look like a Legend of Zelda Republic with animals. And I think Ashen, also Desert Blade, Black Desert Online. Black Desert is coming to Xbox, so yeah, not too special. Next is where there's going to be a skateboarding game called Seasons. Yeah, to be honest, it's just a skateboarding game. To be honest, I'm not much of a fan of skateboarding games, and I know they're going for the more late 90s and early 20s type. Not much fan of the skateboarding types, to be honest. Next is, yeah, everyone is surprised that Devil May Cry 5 is announced. Yep, the true sequel that finally, that took some time. Yeah, this game was announced, which includes basically where Dante has become the main antagonist. Neo gets a robotic arm, and that's it. Cuphead is getting a new download add-on, which includes a which includes basically where basically Cuphead and Mug are joined by Miss Oh, sorry, I mean Mug, man. Seriously, why can't they just call him Mughead? This is the exact same thing. For a DLC add-on with a new adventure on the island, new weapons, new charms, and Miss Kai's new abilities to take down new bosses and take down the main boss being Salt Baker. Oh, and insert Rule 34 shipping and deviant jokes here. I want to see how I'm going to torture myself after that. After I want to go look in DeviantArt right now after this. I'm going to torture myself. Anyways, next up, okay. Then after that, and okay, I want to do something real quick. This. Oh, anyways, real quick. Then we get to Battlefield 5 single player trailer, and it's got to be disappointing. It was short. There was no gameplay in here. I was expecting maybe some gameplay in the single player campaign on one of the missions that'll be decided or whatnot, but it ended up becoming a bit disappointing. There was no gameplay on the single player campaign. It gave me a slight disappointment. Yeah, I feel like this is the only minor complaint I had. That was a disappointment on both EA and Xbox part. Yeah, it still didn't ruin the entire thing. Yeah, I feel like I would prefer Anthem's Xbox One over that any day, so yeah. Next game. Then Bandai Namco decided why not to use Shonen Jump characters in a video game. So yeah, actually, let me explain. So, Shonen Jump character. Anyways, Jump Force. Don't ask why it's a ridiculous name. It's going to be a crossover fighting game between all the with some Shonen Jump characters. To be honest, I'm currently showing a few franchises, mostly particularly 4 franchises, is Naruto, Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Death Note. Though Death Note is not the greatest choice, since literally anyone who is just gonna literally the manga/anime is about basically some guy receiving a weird book that basically, if you write anything on that book, the person will just your written name over it will just commit suicide. Though yes, I would feel like they're gonna use most of my character lists. I also wish that will be in this game is Deku as what my academia characters as well as JoJo Bizarre Adventures character and JoJo characters, because that would make the game, and may also Fist of the North Star characters will also do. Overall, I also watched the trailer and I find it unfitting usually. The voice kind of should have gone with something more epic, or at least something Japanese sounding, because as soon as they show the Jump character, it just goes like, really? Hey, that voice. Also, here's a joke I want to poke fun of how they got the. So, should we have an idea? Okay, so any good ideas to make our new fighting game? We already have one. One Justice. I know, we should make a fighting game based on Shonen Jump characters. You're getting a raise! Okay. So, and also I also made the Marvel Ambitious Joe comment on that video. Next is Dying Light 2. Yep. Dying Light is getting a sequel. Cool. Yep. Oh yeah, the game is it's still going to keep the basically new part. It's going to upgrade the parkour and melee fights, as well as including a better story, which the first game lacking of. Was not really great in the story. The part which the first game was great, didn't have great a story. And I'll cut some slack. It was the first story, and yeah, they expanded the first game. And you also made dialogue and branching options that will shape faction lawyers and whatnot. I also want to know why this game. So there's no good guy story. So basically, like the first, where you can affect this, where you're going to affect what happens in Paris. Yeah, since the game takes place in Paris and there's a zombie outbreak. I know you're playing this time, but judging by the grunt sounds and whatnot, I'm going to presume Kyle Crane for the first game saw Paris and something else, or it may be a different protagonist voiced by Roger Craig Smith, the same guy who did Craig's voice and Sonic Hedgehog, and also the Sonic the Hedgehog respectively. So since Techland is going to be more focused on narrative focus, I hope it's pretty good in this one, and maybe that'll be the great on future narrative and better parkour and melee fights. And I'm gonna say surprised. Battletoads come back! Yeah, okay, sorry if I heard you. So yeah, Battletoads, remember them? Well, they decided why not. So basically, yeah, they're gonna resurrect Battletoads and release development in 2019, which includes Street Player Co-op and better graphics and Noble. And yeah, and even body morphing gen mashups. And plus some border non-specific feature detail. That's me. Rare and also working. Also the Shigesan. Yeah, never mind. I couldn't find research. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. It's not gonna be great. Oh, never mind. So yeah, Battletoads is gonna return in 2019. Oh, and by the way, also I want to tell you all GameStop employees, prepare to get hundreds upon hundreds of comments and people coming in telling if you have Battletoads in stock. Enjoy. I just enjoy all those calls and whatnot. Okay, that's enough of that one. Just Cause 4 is there! After the third game being relatively pretty good at least, for those who don't know, Just Cause is basic, let's destroy everything! Boom! Pretty much destruction game with boom, boom, boom. So why not? So basically the 4 can include the new mechanics and also about it, like, and hopefully Avalanche had built up that good stuff and rework some things like that. And also huge tornadoes. Yeah, enjoy the frame rate dropping, everyone who plays this game, unless you have people who have a not good PC, who have a potato PC. Sir. Next is Gears of War 5. So yeah, then they announced Gears of War, but not just any Gears of War. Why am I saying? When I first saw the Gears of War trailer, I was surprised, and then saw the chainsaw, and then revealing a Funko version of and it's quite funny. I find it funny how this is just And yeah, they announced a new title. They announced a mobile game called Gear Pop. Basically a crossover between basically the Gears of War and Funko Pops, aka those weird, aka those figurines that you may or may not be able to have one in your house. So yeah, crossover. Mostly it's going to be a mobile Gears of War game. Thank God they are. And well, okay, at least this is much better than the EA's idea to bring back. Well, okay, yeah, I think this is much better than EA's just simply re-release. Because, well, okay, yeah. And also, Gears of War 5 is happening! Yep, Gears of War 5 is happening, as well as also another idea for, and also having Gear Tech, and yeah, this is gonna be, and also don't forget, Gears Tactics is happening, which is basically, hey, let's go rip off XCOM. Okay, everyone, since all those tactical games are getting popular because of XCOM, let's go rip off XCOM! Phil Spencer replies that, and then one of them who currently in charge of the franchise right now is going like, you're getting paid for. That's a genius, yeah. Okay. Yeah, lately always those turn-based games are getting basically, being trying to be Gears of War like, but yeah, in their own way. And with their differences. And this Gears of War grid-based game that's also going to be released on PC is going to be a prequel to all those games. So yeah, we get to epic Gears of War stuff. And last but not least is Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, then we get to announcement of Cyberpunk 2077. Evan, and that's it. And the trailer's pretty good, by the way. So, yeah. Please note I haven't seen Bethesda yet, so for those wondering, the Bethesda trailer review. And, well, stay tuned later for Bethesda's one. I haven't seen Bethesda yet, and I hope it's pretty good with it. So, overall, the Xbox One is pretty epic. I think this is better than the ES one, so yeah. No, I'm gonna go get Bethesda done later. As soon as I also get, since I haven't seen Bethesda's yet, and I hope it's also pretty good. So overall, Xbox One this year was pretty amazing. And also, yeah, I didn't also talk about much of the Xbox Game Pass later this year. You get to play the in Elder Scrolls Online, Tamriel Unlimited, and Fallout 4. Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, right. I meant sorry. The Division and oh yeah, actually I meant the Game Pass is having today. Today was going to be the Division, the Elder Scrolls Online, Unlimited, and Fallout 4 going to be there. And yeah, overall it kind of feels like a Legend of Zelda rip. Trying to be a Legend of Zelda, but with anthropomorphic animals. Insert your furry jokes here. And now I'm going to be covering Bethesda's one later. So overall, Xbox is pretty amazing. So yeah, the ranking video is going to come soon, and I'm going to rank based on what I thought. So yeah, okay, bye.